3, 2, 1. We are live. Just doing a quick sound check.
And you can say good morning to YouTube while we do
Yes,
this.
I'm just waiting to see if we've got sound before I do that, just in case I look like I'm miming. But
I'm sure it's fine.
assuming that we have. Good morning,
Yes.
everybody. Yes, we have got sound. And yeah, morning to all you YouTubers. This is a Facebook Live, and obviously people watch us on Facebook, but we then upload it. I say we, my sister uploads it directly to YouTube. So for all you YouTubers who watch it on YouTube platform, thank you very much for being there and for joining us. It's much appreciated.
And please comment.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever had a comment on YouTube since
That's my
the beginning.
sister talking, in case you're wondering. She's just hovering around the back there, sharing it to various groups and doing all the sort of the techno stuff that goes on behind the scenes that, quite honestly, I don't have a clue about, and even less inclination to find out about. But thank God she does, because otherwise we wouldn't be doing any of these at all. And I don't know, for fellow stockists of Frenchic and for fellow shopkeepers, I can only say that doing the lives is a really good way of sort of publicising your business, really. And we've made lots of new customers from doing this. And the first half a dozen times or so, it was really, really hard to do. And the one piece of advice that I would give to anybody who's thinking about doing it, and it's something that my sister used to say to me all the time, was just be your authentic self. So, you know, if you get your foot and mouth disease going on and you can't remember what you're going to say, and sometimes my tongue used to literally stick to the top of my mouth from terror because I wouldn't know what I was going to say. And now I just come on here and I talk the biggest load of old goggly gook, but it's real, it's what's happening, and it's just a way of sort of keeping in touch with everybody. Morning, my lovely Simon, how you doing, my darling? So yes, we are just in the process of wrapping up our shop after 9 years. It's been quite an emotional journey, as you can imagine, but we have to be real, and high streets are no longer the same as they used to be. You know, when banks close and people do all their shopping online, it is very difficult to maintain footfall. So although Wotton-under-edge High Street is one of the very best, if not the best, and it's full of little independent shops, it is difficult to sustain business to such a level that you can afford to pay all the overheads and just keep going. So reluctantly, we had to make the decision to close this shop, but we do have a concession at the Malthouse in Stroud. It's the Malthouse Collective, based in Stroud, just outside Stroud, on the way to Painswick. That's right. I can never remember that one. And there's ample parking, fantastic cafe, and it'll take you a good 2 hours to wander around the 2 floors of lovely antiques and vintage. And the other good bit of news that we have, and I couldn't be more delighted, and talk about my prayers being answered at the 11th hour, we've managed to secure a much bigger space at the Malthouse on the ground floor. So we're still going to keep the paint and smaller items and mirrors and objets d'art on the first floor in the concession that we've had up there for over a year. But from the 1st of March, we will have a bigger space for the bigger, heavier furniture, which means that I don't have to lug it up the stairs anymore, which is a huge relief. And couldn't be more pleased. It's a really nice little section. And it has a window facing it, there's plenty of light, and it's got 3 solid sides to it, which is lovely because it means there's more room for putting up mirrors or big dressers, that sort of thing. And what it's meant for me is that it's storage with staff. So whilst the other day or the other week, last time I think we were saying, does anybody have any storage? It's great to have storage, but it is just dead storage. And this is actually giving us the opportunity to have storage with staff. So I'm absolutely delighted and very grateful to the Malthouse for putting out all the stops to make room for us, which is great. And if you get the chance to go up and have a wander around, please do. I will be going up there at least twice a week in future, as soon as the shop is completely closed, to restock and sort of stock the paint shelves as well. The other bit of really good news is that I think we may have mentioned this last week, but just to confirm that the paint will be staying in Wotton-under-edge. The Frenchic paint will now be stocked with marry at the Make and Mend shop, which is on the other side of the high street, about halfway down. It's next to Walker's the Baker's. And she has the most wonderful little sort of make and mend craft shop. They sell wonderful crafts in there. And she does a fantastic job of sort of sewing on buttons and hemming trousers and making curtains and upholstering seats and God knows what else. She's super talented. And they're going to stock the paint, which is lovely because she's used the paint and she's aware of how good it is, and she knows her stuff, so she will be able to help you with colour choices and different products. And of course, if you ever need to meet me there to have any sort of specialised help, then you've only got to contact me and I can organise it. So it's up and away, and lots of challenges, lots of things to overcome. I've been going through the cupboards here this week and clearing and sorting and streamlining so that it's less stuff for me to have to store at home. That's stuff like all the sort of the stationery drawers and the cupboards under the sink and all that sort of stuff. And weirdly, I've been doing it at home as well, which has been very cathartic. I've been going through and burning old diaries and cards and stuff that don't really serve me anymore, and going through filing cabinets and burning things which I've had since sort of like, you know, the year dot to do with banking and stuff like that. So all gone, feeling like it's very cathartic. So I'm pleased to be getting on with it. So
Malthouse is closed on Tuesday and Wednesday.
What is?
Malthouse.
Yes, the Malthouse, sorry, is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but the rest of the time they're open. Sundays, I think they're open from 10 till 4. The rest of the time is 10 till 5. Yesterday I came up to the shop and I've painted over all the little holes that we've taken everything off the walls now, apart from one picture, and we have painted over all the holes and starting to get things ready for the exit. I've also been around and put some red labels on things, although I've been saying to people there's 35% off and 45% off, etc. I don't think it's always easy to know in your head what that's actually going to be. So for the bigger items, I've gone around and put the red labels on so that people can actually see what we've reduced prices to. But obviously, to go around with red labels on absolutely everything would take me best part of a week. And so needless to say, when you come in, if there are smaller items with just the original price tag on, you just need to say to me, come down with your calculator and I'll tell you what it's going to be on for. Cleared a load of stuff actually, which is great, but lots of stuff still to go, and I'm still aiming to make our last day here in the shop at the end of this month as far as the public are concerned. So, anything else that I've missed out, Ginge?
What day is it today? Friday. What's the date today?
14th.
14th. How many more Fridays have we got?
Well, we've got next Friday, but we may have to change that date possibly. I've just got to go in and have a small procedure at hospital done, so I might not be fit enough to come in on the Friday, but assuming that I am, then I'll be in next Friday. And the following Friday, there was a reason why we couldn't do it, but we thought we might try and do the Saturday. So we will let you know next week, all being well, but we'll keep you posted on the socials in any case. So without further ado, let's turn round and we'll just go around and have a look at some of the red labels, and I'll just tell you price reductions. We're open all day today until 5, and tomorrow from 10 till 5 tomorrow as well. Oh, right, so may as well start wherever we see a red label. Let's start with this one. So this lovely mirror, carved from wood with grapes and vine leaves on it, was 175, now reduced to 120. Got a garden mirror here, which I've always loved. That was on for 144.95. That's now 95. Got a very nice little leather-topped desk here. It doesn't have a drawer in it. That's the only downside, but it is super. That was on for 235, and that's now reduced to 135. And I've sort of set this up as a little sort of bargain table. As I'm finding small bits of things, I'm just putting them on here, so that if anybody wants a tray, or essential oils have been reduced from £7.95 to £2 each. Pardon?
Any lavender?
Yeah, I think there's some lavender in there. There's nutmeg and there's sandalwood and all sorts of bits and bobs. So you can have a look through and see. This has been reduced from £85 to £35. This was the table that we had last week. I said I had a really lovely slim console table that came in with some wobbly legs, but Nick has been in and he's done the done, and it's now all fixed and ready for me to just fill the holes at the side, sand it, and give it a quick coat of paint with some Olivia, which is almost the same colour. And to go with that is a matching mirror, which I'll sort of sell it as an ensemble, but I don't know exactly how much it's going to be yet. I just need to quickly do the paint job on it today and get that sorted. Now, tables, I've got a lovely farmhouse table here. It was on for an extremely reasonable price of $250. It's now reduced to $139.95. That is a bargain. So if anybody's looking for a kitchen table, a nice farmhouse solid one, then just come and see me. This little table here, this is a bespoke oak table. It was on for $150. I've now reduced it to £100. I've got a stupid frog in my throat. This picture's been sold. That's being collected tomorrow. It's too big to go in the lady's car, so she's coming back with a friend with a van. The chest of drawers here, which were on for $295, they're reduced to $162.95. Nora Batty, as I call her, but her name is actually Rosa Bolton. She was on for $275. She's now reduced to $195. She just looks lovely with sort of whites or creams and things around her. But I also think she looked great with some lovely green foliage. I don't know, maybe on a kitchen windowsill. This beautiful heavy stone pot, $84.95, reduced to £60. The lovely fire grate, which was a steel at $84.95, has been reduced to £60. I mean, look at that crest on the back of it. It's got crowns, lions, thistles, Union Jacks. Well, not Union Jacks, but thistles. Just fabulous. We've taken this off the wall because obviously we're taking everything off the wall. But this unit here was on for $155. That's the console table with the mirror above it, which would be a fantastic painting project, reduced from $155 to £100. Somebody needs to come and buy that and do it. This little table, little farmhouse table with a drawer, it was on for $370, which was a really good price.
Tracy Allen saying, good morning, lovely ladies and Paddy.
Yeah, morning, Tracy, my lovely. How are you doing? And that's been reduced to $295. It's a really lovely scrub table, that one. This mirror, $95, reduced to £60. This unit here was on for $125, it's now $95. My favourite lamp stand in the world, $224.95, reduced to $135. Absolute bargain, all pat tested, just beautiful. These haven't been reduced because they've literally just come on, but nice tall unit here. I think it's 5 drawers, no, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drawers, $84.95. Really good condition.
6. 1, 2, 7, 4, 5, 6.
7.
7. Oh,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 drawers. Garden mirror here, $140, reduced to $95. I say garden mirror, it was sold to me as a garden mirror, but on the back there is actually wood, and I think over time that would deteriorate. So I think that would be nicer to have it on a landing or in a dark space somewhere that makes it almost look like it's an extra window. This half moon console table, reduced from $175, it's now £95. There is actually a matching coffee table here. Love this one with its ball and claw feet. That was on for $180, reduced to £95. All these alphabet books reduced, they're half price now. They were $10.95, so £5 whatever, £5.50. Lovely big mirror here. It was on $485. It was reduced to $450, and it's now been reduced to $395. Looks like Cotswold stone, but it is actually carved from wood. Aren't you beautiful, Paddy? You like your reflection, don't you, darling? The bloody wardrobe, as I call it, well, that's half price. Bloody wardrobe. I still don't understand why it hasn't gone, but anyway, I'm not even focusing on it anymore. It will go eventually. Everything goes eventually. These 2 little painted oak tables, they've only just come in. They're not in the sale. Morning, Fee. How you doing, my lovely? Isn't it ever cold out there? I don't know how you're doing all these sales and things. You must be freezing your arse off. So the lovely clock here, which I tend to just take for granted because it blends into the wall behind it. It does work. It's on for 10. It's on at 10:30, so I'm guessing it's coming up to 9:30. I just never change the clock back when the clock's changed. It was on for $249. It's reduced to $165. Really nice clock. It's a modern one, but it looks like one of the old Dutch type clocks. Then we've got the lovely wrought iron. I love this outside table. It's beautifully rusted and weathered and just so elegant. And it was on for $285. It's now $185. Mirror here. This was on for 155, reduced to 85. And there's a little table in the middle of all this lot, which was on for 165, painted in Livia. It's a really sturdy little table, great in the kitchen. And it's on for 85. Yeah, if anybody can say they're practiced at it, you are, Fee, that's for sure. And then this was the shelf.
Saying, good morning, girl. Good morning, Nick.
Nick, yeah, morning, Nick. How you doing, lovely? Then we've got the corbels. Now, we had these up on the wall over there as a shelf unit, and we painted them using the Frenchic hack of painting this very rough-looking wood with creme de la creme, and then using the browning wax over, which is one of the things that we now recommend for painting your beams in your lounge if you're fed up with having very black beams over your head. And this is just a lovely way to lighten them up. So these would actually look fantastic over the top of a doorway with the shelf going across the top. I've done it in my own house and it looks really clever. It's really good. You can use it for books or recipe books or objet d'art or whatever. And that's on for 160. I haven't worked out what the discount is on that, but obviously that will be discounted as well. Right, I'm getting very bored of my own voice, so we'll speed it up. Zum, 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 zum. What else have we got here? The horse hasn't been collected yet, but I know Simon's coming for it today because he said he would. So this beautiful traditionally upholstered Victorian chair was £395, reduced to £345. Just love that, so elegant. This very solid little table, £255, reduced to £135. The lovely three-seater here that we had completely reupholstered was £950 to start with, reduced to £795. Now it's £450. I mean, it's an absolute giveaway. And then finally, over here, this beautiful big unit, which we've only just really started to market, and it will probably end up going to the Malthouse, is on for £350, and I've reduced it to £195. Bought up a load of sort of pewter and silver type and glass and plastic frames as well. So they're on at very reasonable prices if you're looking for something like that. And that's it. That's it. We've got lots of other bits and pieces still coming in, believe it or not, because obviously we're not going out of business. We're just changing the style of our business. He's getting excited now because it's nearly TREAT time.
It's time for him to get what
he wants. As soon as the actual broadcast is over, Paddy gets extremely excited.
He does understand the routine, doesn't he?
Yes, he's very good. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be back here next Friday, all being well. And yeah.
So if you go to fifisfancyfurniture.co.uk, there's a tab along the top for the eBay. Click on that and take you straight through to the eBay, and you can follow the account because we'll start uploading things to there. And equally, Fifi's Fancy Furniture on YouTube. If you can go there and subscribe and comment, that would be fantastic. Thank you, Simon. Yes, see you later.
Yes, and we will be doing a lot more on the eBay page. As I say, I haven't really pushed it at all.
On
eBay. Haven't pushed it yet because obviously we've still got the shop very active. But as soon as the shop is closed, I'll be pushing on the eBay. So have a fantastic week, everybody. And
take care.
Lots of love.
Don't die. Bye.
Bye.